Hello and welcome once again to ETOE's channel. My name is Jonathan Pereira and here I'm the training manager at ETOE. And today I'm going to be talking to you guys about setting smart resolutions for the new year. I know the new year is just around the corner. Very soon we're going to welcome 2021. People have been waiting for 2021 for almost since March. We are all waiting for the new year. Considering this year has not been a very great year. We've had the COVID situation, the Australia bushfires. We've lost many great personalities. And from a long time people are saying we're just waiting for this year to get over. So with the new year coming in, I'm sure a lot of you students have started setting resolutions for yourself, right? Goals for yourself. We have been doing this for a lot of years. Everybody does this. They set resolutions. January, everybody is following the resolutions. But by February, March, slowly everyone stops. You won't believe it. Go to the gyms around your place and look at the memberships. Okay, in January, they'll give you all kinds of discounts and offers because so many people want to go and enroll. And then the same gym, you go back in July, August and you see the number of members, 2-3 people will be there. People are not showing up because nobody is able to keep up with their resolutions that they set. Your resolutions can be any type. Okay, it could be something in terms of your academics. Maybe the coming year you want to be better in your studies. Or maybe it can be something in terms of your relationships. Maybe with a group of people or one particular person, maybe you want to be a more effective person in that relationship. It could be your brother, your sister, your father, your mother, your friend. It could be anybody, right? You want to improve your relationships, or you want to improve public speaking, or your communication skills, or your student personality effectiveness. Or it could just be simple things like you want to lose weight, you want to gain weight, or you want to quit a bad habit, let's say smoking, or so many kinds of things. Everybody has something that they want to change in the new year that is coming. But quite often what happens is, sadly, we are not able to stay focused on our resolutions and we are not able to last with it and get that result for a very long time. So I'm going to be talking to you about how you can set resolutions in such a way that you can be rest assured that you are going to be able to follow it and you're going to be able to reach it. So the first thing, and one thing that you need to keep in mind, the most important thing for you to keep in mind is that your resolution should be smart. When I say it should be smart, it does not mean that you should think out of the box or have a genius idea that I'm going to do this, not necessarily, but your goal should be SMART, which is an abbreviation for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time bound. Okay, so SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time bound. When you set SMART goals, you can be assured that you will be able to stick by them and you will be able to achieve your end result that you are looking for. Now let's talk about each one of these things one by one. The first thing is, when I say specific, your goal should be very specific to what you want. If I say that I want to lose weight, I might lose 2 kgs and be very happy, right? Let's say if you're a person who is 95 kilos and you say, no, I want to reach, I want to lose weight, you will come down to 90 kilos and then you will say, yes, I've reached my goal. And then what will happen? You will reach this goal by February or March. Then in April, you will say, anyways, now I'm 90 kilos. So you will go back and start your unhealthy eating habits. You will not focus on your diet, your training, your activity. And then you start putting on weight. And then you will end up being 100 kilos by the end of the year. And then again next year you say, I'm going to lose weight. So that's a challenge. Instead of that, you should always ensure that you set specific goals, right? If you want to lose weight, let's say if I want to lose weight and if I'm 95 kgs, my goal should be that I want to be 75 kilos, which means I have to lose 20 kilos in the next year. That is specific. My goal is by December 31st, 2021, I want to be 75 kgs on the weighing scale. Now I have a clear goal. So I know that from January to December, I'm going to go on that goal. And when you make your goal, write it down everywhere. You don't need to write down lose weight, like Gajni, write it all over your body, not necessary, but write it in a book. Keep it on your phone, probably write it somewhere in your room, right? Write it in different places, just a part of it, or even just write the number 75 everywhere. It will remind you that you have to get to that ideal weight. Okay, it constantly reminds you. Wherever you see 75, you will remember, yes, I need to get to 75. So that's one way you can set specific goals. The second one is to set M for measurable. Okay, when I say measurable, you have to be able to measure the goals that you are setting. Similarly to how I told you, you should be able to measure it in terms of time. When do you want to achieve this goal? How? Okay, so you should be able to measure your progress. So don't directly say I want to lose 20 kilos. That's not going to work. right? Instead of that, say that in January I'm going to lose 3 kgs. In February again I'm going to lose 3 kgs. In March I'm going to work a little more. I'll make working out and diet a habit, and I'm going to lose 4 kilos. April I'm going to ensure that I lose 5 kilos. So keep doing things, keep working on this. And it's not that every year you're going to, every time you're going to lose weight, right? You will start increasing, you'll decrease, functions, events will happen, you'll put on, you will lose, but your end goal is there. Even if you want to get better grades in school, you can't just say, or in your college, you can't just say that, okay, fine, next year I'm going to be the topper in the class. If you are a student who is getting 40% marks, right? You want to be better in your education. No doubt that you will one day be able to reach that place. You will be able to reach 90%. But for that, you can't just say next exam I'm going to reach 90. You need to start small, set specific, measurable, and that's when A comes in, achievable, things that you can achieve in a right manner. Okay, if I say that I want to lose weight, I'm a person with a slow metabolism, you can say. Okay, so even I work out, I focus on diet, but I find it very difficult to lose a lot of weight. Now if I say that I want to be 60 kilos and look like Tiger Shroff, it's not going to happen, right? It's not a realistic goal because my body type is not going to accept that. Or for example, I have hair loss. I can't come and say, okay, by 2021 I'm going to have hair and try out all the hair creams. Maybe surgically and all those things I can do, but again, it's not a realistic goal. Set goals that are real for you, goals that you feel that you believe in. Only when you believe in your goals, you will be able to achieve these goals. Okay, so it should be specific, it should be measurable, it should be achievable, and it should also be realistic. And the last one is T. When I say T is time bound. That means give yourself set timelines that by January I'm going to do this, by February I'm going to do this. I usually see many students, they come and tell me, especially boys from various colleges, they come and say, sir, when I asked you what is your New Year resolution, they say, sir, this year I started smoking in first year. By the third year, now I'm in third year, I'm smoking almost 1 packet of cigarettes a day. I want to quit smoking. So you know what these guys will do? Until 30th, 31st, they will go and they'll start smoking on 5-6 packets. And on January 1st, they'll say, I'm clean. I'm not going to smoke. That won't last because your body will be craving for it. You will be craving for it. Mentally, you're not going to be healthy. Emotionally, you're not going to be happy. So what happens is you will do that for 1 week, 2 weeks. Then somebody else will start and you'll say, okay, fine, 1 cigarette, 2 cigarettes. But remember, your end goal is that you need to last until December. Right? Till December, you need to ensure that you're going to be able to quit completely smoking, and you should not get back to it. So if instead of directly saying that from January I'm not going to touch it, instead of that, focus on reducing slowly. That is a much more effective way for you to quit. It can be any goal. Remember, your dreams can always be high. It can always be great. You can always achieve what you believe in. You can always achieve what you are, that you really want. There's a saying, right, in a Hindi movie, some of you all might know, it says that if you want something with all your heart, then the entire universe conspires to give you this thing that you're looking for. Okay, whether you believe it in it or not, but one thing you can be assured, if you want something, you will get it. But how you approach that dream that you want to get, or how do you approach this goal, is what you need to focus on. And that you can do only by following the SMART approach. Ensure that you set specific goals. It should be measurable. You should be able to measure the goals you're setting, and it should be achievable. Okay, at least for you in 1 year, it should be achievable. You can set long-term goals that are achievable later on, but for your initial goal should be achievable in the next 1 year. It should be realistic, right? You can't say by the end of this year, I want to start walking on water. It's not going to happen, right? So set realistic goals and time bound. And time bound is not 365 days. Time bound should be shorter intervals, like 1 year, 1 month, the second month, third month. Start measuring it. And one thing, a bonus tip for you to keep in mind is that every time you set a time, let's say I want to lose weight, right? If I say that in January I'm going to lose 4 kilos, if I lose 4 kilos, I will reward myself. I can reward myself in multiple ways. I can go for a long walk. I can go for a trip with my friends. I can probably go for a movie. Or if you want to eat something also, it's okay, because you have struggled so long dieting and working out. One day you can have a cheat meal that you can eat something you really love. But remember, it should not become a habit. It's just a reward. And that reward is something you should not have every day or whenever you see it. I'll give you a last example before I close. For me as a trainer, I usually have my goal is that I need to get more effective and better feedback. So every year, I mean every time, what I do is when I go to a college, I expect to get a great feedback. So if I get a 5 out of 5 overall rating feedback, okay, on an average, then that day on my way back home, I stop at a shop and I buy a nice big Dairy Milk Silk chocolate. That's my favorite chocolate, okay. So I buy that chocolate and I will sit and eat it to myself, and that's my reward. I will never eat a Dairy Milk Silk chocolate if it is left outside. If it is on the table, or if my friend gives it to me, I will never eat it, because that's my reward. So remember, this reward should be something that you get only when you achieve your targets or what you want. Okay, and with this, I wish all of you all the best. I hope this year all of you stay up to your resolutions. I know you will do really well if you follow this approach. I am vouching for you, and I really hope that you stick to your resolutions and you abide by them, and it continues to happen. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. We have a lot of other videos and content like this. If you want to know more about ETOE and what we do, then the link is in the description. Is www.etoe.in. We provide motivational videos and trainings to students. We help you in overcoming a lot of challenges. So don't forget to go and view our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.